Hey, I'm Walt, and I'm here again with another day of daily sports bets for free. All right, today is Wednesday. Happy hump day, and we're going to go ahead and see if we can make it a profitable one with the 4 NBA bets that we're going to go over today. But before we get started, if you have not already done so, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. All right, so we're going to get into the first game on the slate, Wizards versus 76ers. And we're going to take that game to go over 229.5 points. Embiid is expected not to play. And without him in the lineup, we would expect in the half court, their offense to be more 3-point shooting. Which is really a good thing for Philly because on the season, they were in the top 10, actually number 9 in 3-point shot percentage. And the Wizards, they do not play the 3-point line very well. And we also would expect without Embiid in the game that their offense is going to speed up even more. So I like Ben to, push the ball a lot more in transition to get himself some easy layups, as well as guys like Tobias Harris, and Dwight Howard, So another thing to notate also is 3 out of the 4 games in this series have all gone over. Even the last game when Embiid, if I'm not mistaken, he got hurt pretty early. I want to say maybe even the first quarter, and that game still went over. So I like this to, continue in that path of going over, and I'm locking in Wizards 76ers over 229.5. All right. Now in this same game, we got one prop bet. We're going to take Bradley Beal over 31.5 points. Both games that Beal played in Philly, he had 33 points and shot 50% or more from the field. And this is something I've said over the season. The role players on the Wizards tend not to play their best on the road. So I expect Beal to come out and set the tone offensively early and often, especially with this being a great opportunity for them to steal a game without the 76ers best player in the lineup and then go back to Washington, with some momentum and some confidence, and you never know what could happen. All right, now we're going to move on to the Knicks versus the Hawks. We're going to go Trae Young over 25.5 points. Trae has scored 30-plus points in both games in New York this series while shooting 47% or better from the field. Trae has actually went over 25.5 points every game but game 3. And with this being a closeout game, even though Young is young, this is not the first time he's showed in this playoff series that he can step up in big moments. And I expect the Knicks to show a lot of fight in the Garden. So Young should have a lot of opportunities to have a 26-plus point game and go over this prop total. All right. Now, the last bet of the day, we're going to go with Memphis versus Utah over 225.5 points. Every game in this series has gone over. And this being a closeout game at home for the Jazz, I think we will see more of what we've been seeing this whole series, and that's scoring. Grizzlies are who they are, and in this series, we saw that Brooks and Morant can score on the Jazz. And, they know this is an elimination game. They're going to give everything that they got. Those guys, Brooks and Morant, they're competitors. So I expect them to give a good performance. And the Jazz, they're one of the better 3-point shooting teams at home, and I expect to see a lot of scoring from Mitchell, a lot of 3-point shooting from the Jazz as a whole. All right. So that does it for today's bets. Good luck. Happy betting. And most importantly, never bet more than you can afford to lose. And I'll see you tomorrow.